Get out, because this is happening to a lot of people across the nation at a lot of the plants. If you don't work at a plant, it's a little bit different, but it will still affect you anyway. So what's going on now is that at a lot of the plants, y'all know we have 3 tours: tour 1, tour 2, and tour 3. And that's been going on for the longest time. Now, what's been going on, you guys, is that they are starting to eliminate tour 2 in a lot of the plants. There are only 2 tours that are going to be left: tour 3 and tour 1. And they're calling them super tours. You heard what I said? Super tours. No more tour 2s. They're only going to have tour 3 and tour 1 positions. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what the fuck are they giving me the tour 2 for? Because they don't need it.
Postal family, let's talk. So you see that clip in the beginning of this video? I wanted to start it off with that and let y'all know that everything that you heard in that clip in the beginning of this video is definitely going down. For me, in transportation, it's certain things that Tour 2 does. And I think most likely Tour 2, they do a lot of the prepping. They do a lot of it's almost like they tie up the loose ends from tour 1 and they kind of set the stage for tour 3. So they kind of like in the middle. There's a lot of it is centered around express mail, but tour 2, I just found that out. I've been with the post office almost 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in September of this year, and I just found out that we had a tour 2. And it's a tour that we don't really hire for all like that. We don't really advertise all like that. It's probably a handful of guys that work tour 2 right now. But as the bids come out, a lot of those tour 2 routes are either going to be blended into tour 1 or tour 3. And I just think that it's just one of those things to where you got somebody that's looking at productivity across all 3 tours and looking at volume: tour 1, 2, and 3, right? And I don't know, I'm just assuming. I may be wrong. So if you got some insight, any kind of information, you let me know in the comments. But the weakest link when it comes to productivity may be tour 2. But this is on the transportation side. I don't know what tour 2 looks like for the mail handlers or the clerks or the MHAs. I don't know. I don't know what tour 2 looks like on that side. But as far as transportation, it's maybe a handful of guys that work tour 2. But, yeah, that's why I wanted to kick off this video with that clip from Miss K. And what she said as far as they are phasing out tour 2, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate because, what's the sense of having tour 2 when we can either have tour 1 pick up the express mail, or worst case scenario, you have tour 3 do it, and the drivers on tour 2, when it's time to bid for us as drivers, guess what? Those tours aren't going to be available. They're going to consolidate them, and certain stations are going to be consolidated. Like, for instance, my bidded run is 2 stops. That's it. I have Horsham, UPS, and then I have the Horsham Post Office, which is right around the corner from each other. And when you look at the surrounding areas, if you're in Pennsylvania, you got Willow Grove, Jenkintown, Abington, those places. So they could easily put tie Horsham into either one of those areas where you got a tractor trailer going in there, because my bidded run is uses an 11-ton truck with a lift gate. But as far as UPS, I don't know how they're gonna go about doing that. But as far as Horsham, you can fit a 38-foot trailer in there, so they probably gonna phase that out and add that on the tractor run or whatever. But and as they're rearranging routes, that's how you're gonna get as far as the tour 2 routes being phased out. Worst case scenario in tour 3, because you gotta think, tour 3, we start coming in from, I want to say 11 a.m. From 11 a.m. to about 2:30. From 11 a.m. to about like 2:30. or 3 o'clock. That's to all tour 3. That's all tour 3 shifts. We coming in. That's when we start filing in, single filing in. But you know, who's to say that they won't put these routes together, or phase out certain, or you know, put this station on with this route, or whatever the case may be. So yeah. But you know, if you see some changes that's going on in your plant or whatever, let me know in the comments what they got going on. But as far as where I'm at, yeah, Tour 2 is starting to fizzle out or whatever on the transportation side. So a lot of the places where the Tour 2 drivers go is either Tour 1 is gonna have to pick that up on the back end, or that's gonna be Tour 3's job on the front end. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here, drop this video real quick, and yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Until the next time, I'll see y'all later.